Namaste. I hope you can hear me. Let me check. Testing. One, two. Just welcome back to another episode of Hex Asians with me, your friend Dheeraj. We'll be discussing some serious matter here in the stream, but I will try and keep it as light as possible. Speak of that, those watching this on replay, if you are, please let me know in comments what you guys are drinking. I am sipping on some iced tea, Americano, uh, with a dash of caramel liquor that I bought on my own separate purchase. Now, I don't recommend it to anyone, but hey, personally, it's really tasty. I know. I think this channel is already shadow banned. I say that, but maybe people have just lost interest. But and who wants to see? Sorry, distracted. Sorry, who wants to see an Indian man talking gibberish on stream? So I understand what's going on. But hey, if you can, please leave a like, a comment. Let me know if I should continue this or not. Personally, I'm just doing this as a blog to keep up my with my like a documentation of my own sanity. But I am kind of getting insane by the day. And the more it happens, the more crazier conspiracy theories I come up with. And with all that is going on in the world, it's I would say it's justifiable. Well, oops. Mm, let's see. I see Ahmad in chat. Good evening, my friend. The only regular listener to this show. um. Uh, oops. Forgot to. If you can join or want to join, here is the link in chat to join the live stream. Uh, mm, let's see. But while I wait for a, I still hope at least two more people will show up in chat. uh, okay, he says he will join later. Good to hear. Good to hear. So it won't be just me rambling. um, and yeah, while we wait for that, let's look at the charts. Not looking so good, not looking so good right now. Uh, uh, red day is, let's see the EX chart. Wait a minute, how do I share? So, yeah, it looks a bit okay. MACD kind of, don't know, but it looks like peak, even though we can go higher, uh, higher than before. This was the last time in April. So, but Bollinger Bands opening up, the, spreading the legs. Bollinger Bands are spreading, and yeah, the upper band has been broken. The Aikarashi candles still show a positive trend if you look at a red day today, but still it is kind of close to the upper band of the Pulinger. So we are still not completely bearish. And yeah, we have kind of uh, passed the last top, I would say, which was July, but we are still far away from getting to where we were in Feb, about 2x more, but hopefully we'll get there. We will get there. This is the EHEX chart. Now, EHEX kind of pumps when ETH goes up because of the liquidity burning in the EHEX hex pair, EHEX wrapped Ethereum pair, which is decent. But let's put our coin of interest is Hex, and Hex on Pulse chain. Oops. Oh, that looks on the Hakanashi like it looks bad. One day, um, even though like on normal candles, it's kind of okay. Yeah, but still, we are. What's the price right now? Just around 1 penny. Hope we can uh, stay above it or go above it again. This might have been like optimistically speaking, it might have been a bull trap, and hopefully after hitting this the midline level of the Bollinger Bands will go up again. But I have little faith in that, but I can always hope. Uh, Pulse down 10%, Pulse X down 8.5%. Overall, not very bullish, but hey, I wanted to show you guys something like if you look at the hex chart, gonna where is the closest one? 16th September 2024 to today. So hex is still up 139%. Maybe not the best outcome, but still it's better than nothing. And plus, if you were staked, you got to earn more hex by staking, then that kind of mm, compounds or multiplies. So yeah, it's like if you were DCAing it, you should probably be in profit. As far as me, I am still kind of in profit, especially because I was too early into X. So I just stopped sharing. Uh, uh, what else we can talk about while I am waiting for Ahmed to join the chat? Let me see if there are any Any news from the blog? They say Pakistan's crypto regulator invites crypto firms to get licensed, serve 40 million local users. Good, good. I think Pakistan has been warming up to crypto and appointed Binance co-founder Changpeng Zhao CZ to be an advisory post earlier this year. So great. Get the Pakistanis addicted to crypto meme coins. Good for the whole world. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sharing. Bitmain announces crypto and cash holdings of 10.8 billion, that's with a B, including ETH holdings exceeding 2.151 million. Oh, good for them. I think they are the crypto mining company, right? So another way of shit, um, another way of laundering their crypto. So just in like strategy, Michael Saylor's company acquired 525 Bitcoin for 60.2 million at 114.562 per Bitcoin. Well, you know what happens after Michael Saylor buys, there will be a dip in price. It will drag some of the crypto prices along with it. I think like what is happening on with Hex and Pulse is also part of that, but it happens every time. So I hope people are used to it by now. Anything else? Anything else? Forward industry. Forward industry holds Forward industry now holds more than 6.8 million Sun tokens as it commences Solana treasury strategy. The trades mark initial development of 1.65 billion pipe led by Galaxy Digital, Jump Crypto, and Multi Coin Capital. Uh, Forward Industries, Nasdaq Ford. How can they get the ticker symbol Ford on Nasdaq? Oh, I don't know. But announced so. Eh, too long, too long. I don't want to read this. Just next one. OKX wallet partners with 1 inch to offer gas-free swaps, MEV protection, and enhanced liquidity. I don't know why they need to do that because OKX is already an exchange. Mm, by the way, I don't know. OKX wallet. used to support pulse chain. I don't know whether it does. And since there was this hack, if you guys remember, hack, what do you call JavaScript involving JavaScript, I was kind of afraid to do anything on online, so I haven't tried anything new. Uh, but I will try out OKX wallet and let you guys know whether it is worth it. But if you are using Pulse Chain, I think the to be exclusive to Pulse Chain, uh, the best wallet I would say is Internet Money. Even though like it's debatable, but so far it has been like secure, except for that one time where some guy got screwed because it's his order got routed through a different tool and he ended up eating up all the slippage. But that is a very rare case. But as far as using Pulse chain, I think OKX wallet or rather IM Internet Money wallet is really good. I still use MetaMask. I've changed the RPC to use the Gamma 4 RPC, which makes it easier, and changed the default blockchain explorer to Otter chain. So that is also makes it a bit easier. Out of like maybe 200 transactions, I've had two transactions which were stuck. Both of them occurred like right after the blockchain got flooded. So I'm okay with using MetaMask still. Still, it is like the gold standard for using blockchain, I would say. And it's a bit complicated, but still works. If you are like onboarding someone, it would be much easier to use the Xscout account or app if you I had highlighted it uh, previously, but I'll stop sharing any other news. Any other news? No. Yeah, yes, but it's a bit old line now, I guess. Tether unveils USAT, US regulated dollar-backed stablecoin, and will appoint Bo Hines as the CEO of Tether USAT. BlackRock seeks to tokenize ETF after Bitcoin fund breakthrough. Uh, Avalanche blockchain aims to raise 1 billion for crypto holding companies. Com- Hong Kong proposes easing capital rules for a bank holding crypto. Talked about forward industries. US CPI 2.9% year on year, estimated 2.9, so as expected. And US core CPI 3.1 year on year. Mm, these numbers we saw like how Trump got mad at the unemployment numbers and asked them to or fired the guy who created or who published those numbers. So now we can't actually trust any of these numbers. But consumer price index, like I don't know, man. Here prices in Philippines prices have been rising steadily over the past 4 or 5 years. Like it's crazy, and so I don't really know. Uh, what else is there? What else is there? So again, the CPI index and inflation. These are like important, but not as important as the unemployment numbers. And when you see, like they publish the unemployment numbers, I lost the link to it, but significant. So everybody is expecting rate cuts happening this month. I actually expected it to happen last month, but still, what would make that? Uh, Now, the economics are so complicated. Like here, like if Donald Trump or the US government wants to have manufacturing in the US, it has to make the dollar less valuable. But not only that, but in order to service its own debt, it needs lower rates. So, yeah, this is what is expected. They are simply going to monetize the debt. That is a cool way of saying print more money, which they indirectly do by lowering um, interest rates. Plus, so the only thing more bullish that can happen is that the government announces stimulus checks, which might happen, but not for everyone, mainly for the agricultural sector, handouts to the farmers whose what you call produce has been blocked because there are no fewer orders from China for agricultural products as a measure of as there are retaliatory tariffs. So uh, yeah, but the thing is, China. The only thing that has happened is China hasn't actually just uh, ordered right now. They will likely do that in a few months. Hey, I see Emma joining us. How are you, Emma? I like
Good
it.
evening, Diraj. Yeah, evening. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't, a bit have a bit of a flu last week, and I still having the side effects of sore throat. So otherwise, I'm a bit better. Yeah, still having a bit of
Yeah,
cough and sore throat. Yeah, otherwise better.
yeah, yeah. I had the same issue a week prior. It's that time of the year,
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of weather change, not climate change.
yeah, yeah.
That
Weather change.
affects everyone.
I always believe that like for me, if I fall sick, it's always seasonal in nature. It's like every 3 4 months, because you have spring, summer, autumn, winter, every winter. So it's like every 3 4 months, when the season changes, I will fall sick. Yeah, and it seems to coincide where when the season changes, there's be a lot of number of people falling sick and all this kind of thing. Just a pattern I notice.
So, by the way, I just wanted to know, have you seen the video of? Charlie,
Oh, yeah.
Charlie bit
Okay.
my finger.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This one, I would say this is probably the latest and hottest news that is happening all over. Too much conspiracy going around, but but after I listen to all the conspiracy videos, I guess there's some truth in it also. Yeah, but I have to be very truthful to you. Okay, um, I feel sorry for his family, his wife and daughter, for for losing a husband and a father. But I will not cheer and I will not mourn the death of Charlie Kirk because honestly, he has said some things that for me I am against it and I find it disgusting because he has say that it's okay that the genocide in Palestine is happening, is okay, it's fine, and he knows that there are people dying down there, but it's like he turned a blind eye and he somehow support Zionism and everything. And it's a bit ironic that he support gun rights in America, and he say that it's okay for a few people to die by gun, just to uphold the amendment and everything. But I guess then you live by the gun, you die by the gun, I guess. But I
Yeah.
still, like I said, I am sorry. I feel sad for the family, but I will not mourn. I will not cheer his death. I'm very straightforward with that. Yeah.
So no, I will give my point of view in a little while. I just wanted to
Mm.
know, did you see the graphic video of
I saw the video. Yes, I did saw the video of
how,
him getting shot. Yeah.
yeah, uh,
Mm-mm.
the
And like I said, it's a televised event. I saw him getting shot. Some people say that it's not a bullet, it's explosive. All this conspiracy. But I just saw the video once and everything. I just don't watch it again because somebody is a video of somebody getting killed and everything. So I am not going to. I will just watch one time and that's it. Yeah. Mm.
no, because as a medical professional, I think we are like prone to seeing graphic or this at least say blood
Yeah.
everywhere. But so,
Mm-mm.
but still, it feels weird, you know. I saw it the first time I saw it, and I was like, why did I have to see it now? Because I have seen it, I have to share it with everyone so that
Mm.
they also suffer the same misery that I've gone through. So I posted that.
The
I
gunshot is
posted
real,
it.
yeah. I would say that gunshot wounds that I mean,
Look, I have seen much worse working in a hospital, uh, and e- like even more on the internet, like, but I don't actively try to seek it out.
yes, yeah.
For for as far as feeling bad or make having like cheering it on, like I am indifferent. I would say for me, it is just one more statistic. I had posted the statistics for gun deaths in
Yes, yes,
Colorado.
yeah,
Like it's like
yeah,
800 or 800 people die every
yeah.
year from guns.
Mm.
Is just one more. I do. I plus
And
yeah. There is
yeah,
of
and
course.
it's sad.
He,
It is sad
he,
that in the end he's end up being a statistic in the long run. And on the same day, there's a report saying there's a school shooting also on the same day in another state or some area of the America. Yeah, and
yeah.
it is so sad that it is so sad that in that people remember him, but in the end he's just a statistic and all those kind of things. And it's just sad lah. It's just sad. It's just a life wasted, I would say.
But you know, funny or what I wanted to say was, look, I am actually pro gun. Like, yeah, they should be there for self defense. especially against mobs, because yeah, look, I've been in Mumbai. I have like not exactly first hand, but I have seen riots, and yeah, sometimes those like guns are a good deterrent, but you need some kind of controls that people who have guns are of a sane mind, and which need to be checked every few months at least, so that we know that the person is still sane. Like, but here's the deal. Like, have you seen what happened in Nepal? Look,
Yeah.
the whole point of the Second Amendment is to avoid tyranny of the government and to overturn the government in case it goes to rogue. Well, the guys in Nepal did it without the Second Amendment or without guns. So I don't really see the point of the whole having guns is necessary to prevent
Mm.
that
I mean,
target. Look,
I understand your point that in order to have the guns, yes, you can have guns, but the person need to be sane, medically sane, and checks need to be done by it. But if you're living in an environment where everybody have guns, and you know, from of maybe 10, maybe two, three, four, five are sane, and the rest four or five may not be sane. And if the environment can be, if the environment like in America can be so charged with high crime rate, people stealing things, and people get trigger happy, just a twitch, boom, and the police are working in such environment, and the police, is either my life, I get to go home, see my family, or I end up in a casket, and the police are, so stressed and so adrenaline charged that, just a small movement, if they think it's a black color, even it's black color and shit like, and they just pump shoot. So it will cause unnecessary deaths. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, yes, a
like,
minority are
oh,
sane, one or two, but the majority as a
yeah,
society itself is not healthy. But that is just my opinion. And
yeah.
I just put in my opinion. And if the Americans or people want to live by the second right, if they want to live and die by the second right, by the Second Amendment, the right to own guns, go against tyranny and everything, I mean, go ahead. Yeah, but to make sure the tyranny that you get rid of is in your country and not in any other country around the world. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. But the whole thing, I have seen right now, what is bothering my mind is like the whole, at, at least on Twitter, like I already know, like the Twitter algorithm is like geared in for promoting hate. So it's like alternate tweets or posts are like one praising Charlie, one hating Charlie.
Yeah, yeah,
At
I
least
know.
that's
Yeah,
that's kind of what is happening for me
it's
at least.
insane.
But
It
the
it's
from
insane.
that itself, like I feel like yeah, this is a psyop.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
my conspiracy theory, it was the CIA. No other organization
yeah.
has that kind of control. And like yeah, we already have an example, JFK, very similar, clean one shot wound, like one shot, one kill. Uh, and yeah, it
JFK
will
was shot
be,
a few times. Yeah,
but
JFK was shot a few times. Not.
but yeah, right. But yeah, say, what was it? That was a moving target, so you can make some leeway for it, I guess. But a clean gunshot wound, like yeah, CIA, we will have maybe in 50 or 60 years, they will declassify the information and we will come to know.
Yeah.
But we will find out only when we find out.
If
Because,
they're allowed to release lah. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm sorry, Raj, but I think tonight I will be venting out and talking a lot. So I'm sorry if I interrupt you. Have you as I watched the video and everything, right? You know that they found that the shooter, Charlie Kirk was shot at a range of 200 feet. Oh yeah, I mean like it's almost what 200 meters, 180 or 90 meters, and shooting at that range is difficult. You know, even with a rifle, because you have to from far away. Even if you use a sniper scope, right, it's actually difficult because wind and all those kind of thing, bullet travel and everything. And for him to get shot by just by one bullet on the neck, one shot is, you know is you need to be a to you need a professional sniper to actually do it. 200 feet or 180 meters is far. Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
far away. Yeah.
I think even the Olympics long range is around how much? Less than
Mm,
100,
yeah, yeah.
10, 20
Mm,
meters, right?
mm. Yeah, because I think
And
when I was in secondary school or high school, right, I joined the students uniform group, and we get to shoot the rifle, the M16. So I think when we go for the 100-meter shooting range, it's far. 100 meter is far, and you have to shoot a target, and you it's so far away. Huh? Yeah, and about 200 meters, even with a scope, if you shoot, you know, there's a lot of things involved. And like what you said, you may say that it's a CIA psyop, okay, but anything that involve the CIA, you have to also understand, okay, the USA is under the pocket of the, you know, a country in the Middle East that is doing some funny stuff. I won't say the word because then YouTube may ban us. They're under the intelligence of the group
look,
of the area. Yeah.
look,
So
look,
I will not.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
sorry to stop you there, but here's the funny thing. I just while making this image thumbnail, I just typed in that a guy, a paranoid guy, explaining conspiracy theories on the uh, whiteboard, and surprisingly, we see some six six cornered stars on the whiteboard.
Because
I didn't,
everybody knows. Yeah.
yeah,
Because
everybody,
everybody
but
knows that when anything happened to countries to them. I mean, right now Qatar got bombed by that country. Qatar got bombed because they said, oh, Qatar hosts some people down there, and Qatar is trying to bridge the gap with America and this, and Qatar got bombed. And now after Qatar got bombed, suddenly this thing happened. Now everybody forget about Qatar, and now everybody is gonna forget and now people are going to forget the fact that sooner or soon that that country has sent leaflets down to the people in Gaza that leave this country, we're going to go in and everything, blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, this is not I mean, this is what the conspiracies are saying on the internet. When I think about it, yeah, it's true. Yeah. And uh like I say lah, there is so many funny things going on around the world and everything that you know it's just messed up lah. It's just messed up that sometimes that. And I think I even read a tweet or report in the US that one of the governor in, is it Utah or somebody, say that he is quite he was hoping that the shooter is from another country, but when he heard it's from the US, right, he was quite disappointed. Yeah, imagine if the shooter is from Mexico, they're going to build the wall. If the shooter is an Arab or Muslim, they're gonna bomb any random Muslim country and say it's from Iran, from Yemen, or from whatever Arab street country around the world or wherever. If the shooter is from China, they'll say it's Chinese government. If the shooter is black, put in prison. If the shooter is from India, God knows what they're gonna do. So they probably this one. If the shooter is from Korea, they will probably, like, what happened in Korea. They send some Korean people back, right? I think in the factory or something like that. Yeah. And now the shooter is a is a white American male. I think he's a lefty or righty. I do not know. He's a Trump supporter, and Christian and all
Yeah,
this kind of- so they yeah, and they're gonna question, oh, what happened? Does he have a? Is it because he has some mental issue? Is it because he played too much computer games, played too much Counter Strike or Battlefield or Call of Duty, or that does he is he not eating well? Is he eat some gluten free diet or God knows whatever these people will say. Yeah, that has always been the trend. Yeah.
and
Mm-mm.
from what I hear, like nothing can be verified right now. They say he's a Groiper, which is Nick Fuente's group, which is also right wing and basically neo Nazis. So I don't know why. uh, Maybe some kind of rivalry, but like when I think about like Charlie Kirk, I don't think that the left wing were actually considering him that much of a threat that he should be eliminated because like yeah he was more considered of like a jester like yeah it was good like good for like publicity for both sides like
Yeah, yeah.
the,
He debate, dialogue, and everything, all this and that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But from this 2 3 days, me going to YouTube, and suddenly there's a lot of flooding of videos of conspiracy theory, and they say that Charlie Kirk is he refused some donations or payments on some from some uh from a country in the Middle East, the donation to support them, all this kind of thing, and he refused, and he's trying to change, and he's changing his point of view of what is happening over there, and he say that it's happening, all this kind of thing. And too much conspiracy theory, and this conspiracy theory is gonna last for this 1 or 2 weeks until the next big thing happen, which is probably what maybe it's going to be like, you know, oh, I do not know what is going to happen next week or next 2 weeks, for people to forget this thing happened. Yeah. Mm.
uh, the most likely thing happening in the most at least for cryptocurrency point of view most important thing is the FOMC and federal rates once people get some money in their pocket probably they will be less angry
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Mm.
this too will be kind of forgotten uh, only a fringe group will continue to
Yeah,
keep
I mean,
reminding just like 9/11 just like JFK yeah it will
mm.
continue uh,
And
but
the
no,
strange thing, there's a conspiracy saying that you can never find a video of the twin towers falling on 9/11. You will never find a video. They say, yeah. I never tried before. I'm not going to look for it because I'm scared later. My door will get burst open and don't know whoever is going to come to my. Yeah, but they say that you can't find the video, and because they say that now people are studying the video, and they're finding that that the way that the building fall is it's very controlled, and like in a demolition,
yeah,
whatever it is, I'm not going to
like
watch it. I'm just happy watching anime, and anime girls were I'm just happy with that. Yeah.
me too. Like,
Mm-mm.
but you know,
Mm.
while I came up with the craziest conspiracy theory for explaining it. That it before the like it was Modi who did it. India who was behind the assassination. Why? Because Charlie Kirk was against H-1B visas, which is like a huge deal for all the Indians working
Mm.
in there. And plus, we have our man right at the top of the FBI. So
Oh
all
yeah,
the
Kash Patel.
evidence, all
Yeah.
the evidence can be fabricated. Plus, like
Mm.
videos and photos, we have Google 3 VO3 you can generate any kind of video now. So VO3 is what is available for the normal folk, retail users for what higher level would be available for a
Mm,
government,
mm,
you can only imagine. So that is my conspiracy theory.
yeah.
Plus, like, oh my God, like, oh, the hate for Cash Patel is like amazing. And I don't know why he does these stupid things. Like he said, we'll see, uh, I'll, brother Charlie, we will beat in Valhalla. I
Yeah.
wanted to, like,
It's so
who the,
dumb.
dumb,
He's
like,
a he's a
but
Hindu.
then I realized,
He
I
played.
wanted to say, like, I know he said he's actually really smart. He said that because he knows he won't be seeing in meeting in heaven. So he just wanted to be polite.
That was.
Uh,
Mm. I would agree with that, lah. You know, I mean, saying no, Valhalla, it's. But the thing is that Charlie Kirk is a Christian, so he shouldn't say, whatever. You know what this sometimes the words people use, and make the world confused and everything. Yeah.
I, I think I think he wanted to say, well, hell yeah, but that came he pronounced it with an Indian accent. That is why it sounded Valhalla. It's okay. Like it's okay to laugh now.
It's okay to laugh. Yeah. You,
Yeah,
you know what be
they,
interesting? Yeah. You know what be interesting? Imagine that, you know, uh, we are having this Hex Asian live stream, and what what's his name? Oh my gosh, I forgot the conspiracy. What Discourse Syndicate? What's his name?
Alex
Uh,
Jones.
no, no, not Alex Jones. In our Hex stream, there's you have I forgot his name. He's a disc. What's his name? I forgot. You see, long time he Discourse
Who
Syndicate. What is the name?
the
Uh
this RG3
no, no, RG3. When
uh,
he always joined the stream with us, the yeah, my
Wheels
goodness,
only.
Wheels only. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. If Wheels only was here, he would, all the conspiracy, he would say it out and everything. Yeah,
I think he had a stream. I stopped watching it like
yeah, yeah,
a long time ago. Basically, he doesn't promote Hexasions. Why should I promote his channel?
yeah,
Like
yeah. True, true,
tit
true.
for
But
tat,
yeah,
and like he, yeah, like, I like conspiracy theories too, but like TikTok, like watch, like some of the TikTok conspiracy theories are laughable on the face. Like
yeah. But
one thing
do you know
that
that previously, I think middle class working man, one day he invited me to join the back room, green rooms, with Wales Only and Papa Boner. So I was there just listening, and the topic they're talking is all about conspiracy. Like Wales Only is talking about the Jewish, the Rothschilds family, and all this kind of thing, and middle class is just there in the video, like trying to like falling asleep. Yeah. And then after that, I just typed something, and then Papa is there. Papa Bona saw me, and he kicked me out because he said that this is not place, it's not a live stream or something. It's a serious discussion and everything. So yeah, at least I get a taste of what is happening in the background, in the back rooms, green rooms, them talking all these things and everything. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah.
I like. So my like favorite the one was like he was talking about how there is this one scientist who trained bees to extract honey from cannabis plants and create honey that is laced with THC.
They call it mad honey. If I'm not wrong, it's in Nepal or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
isn't it?
madness honey. Yeah, madness honey.
Yeah.
It's true. It is hallucinogenic, but it's not from cannabis. It's a different plant that produces nectar, which has hallucinogenic substances.
Mm.
See, the THC or cannabis plant is pollinated by air, so it does not produce anything that is worth converting into honey. So it doesn't actually have that much pollen either.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you train bees to be producing honey from that? So like, uh, but for to know that kind of stuff, you need to be a bit like know
Mm-hmm.
to know the truth. Like you should know the truth yourself. So it's
Yeah.
like yeah, and that's kind of true when using AI as well. Like I have been doing a lot of crazy stuff on AI. Like every few days there is an update to the model. I get keep breaking things, and you need to be like aware of what output is expected. Otherwise, it will give you crazy stuff.
True, true.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
to,
Speaking of it, Mad Honey, is it available in India or something or whatever? Because I am quite interested in trying it, but I'm worried that if I try it, I'll be, I'll wake up in the hospital and with a handcuff on
uh,
my, with a handcuff to the bed, and I'll be charged for trying narcotics and everything.
like
Yeah.
I wouldn't try anything in Singapore if you manage to travel to. I think it's in Nepal, not in India
Nepal, yes,
exactly.
Nepal, yeah.
So
So,
maybe after everything is settled, we can travel to Nepal. I don't
mhm,
think it is available directly in stores in India either, and I
yeah.
don't expect like it to be a mass scale
Mm,
production to be
yeah,
available
yeah, yeah.
globally. So
Mm. Because it's
yeah.
quite interesting that when people took I mean I have a friend, a nursing colleague who's not working now. He told me previously in the it's mix hi evening. Yeah, I mean when he worked in the UK, right, he has tried some substance. I'm not so sure is it marijuana, weed, or meth, whatever. He just take a bit to try, and he say that the trip that he have is really amazing. Color shifting, world spinning around, and everything. He say it's very very one of a kind experience. Yeah, and that also sometimes we also heard stories where people took this to achieve a higher plane of thinking, or something to remove the inhibitions in your brain or something so they can think more. Artists use it to see colors in different ways so that they can do paint or draw, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite interested to know what's the experience, but I'm worried that later when I wake up, I will be not be wearing any clothes, and I'll be lying somewhere in the side of the road
Like
or in
yeah,
jail.
like no, I do like I yeah. One thing is that now like the stuff that is available, especially in the US and exported from the US, like the
Mm,
levels of THC, etc., are so high that you may never know. And plus, if there is always this risk of it being contaminated with other substances.
mm,
So yeah, I try to stay away from that itself, but it's a unique experience. Everybody, like in I know, like in India, there is one particular state uh, called Madhya Pradesh where marijuana marijuana itself is now kind of legal in India, but in that particular state, it is given as an offering to the temple. So you get it, like would be the best or pure variety because it is offered to gods. And but we have to be still aware that there you are having it in a hygienic manner, because
mm,
there is this concoction or what you call a drink produced called bhang, which is like using the mostly the leaves of cannabis. Of course, without the flowers, it is. not as potent, but so mainly leaves and sunflowers, and it is ground up on a stone and mixed with milk. And there is this video of a guy drinking it uh, on a street stand, uh, and one day later he's in the hospital due to diarrhea. So we have to be aware of that as well. So yeah. By the way, so I have to take a moment and acknowledge our friend Jasul, who was here. He says he is drinking his organic black coffee. Good to know. As I mentioned earlier, I was having some Americano earlier, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
Just yeah.
stood. Ah, so yeah, those things. But it I I would say, a friend of mine tried it, and a very common experience first time is you have a panic attack and you think you are going to die, and it feels real, and for you it is a near death experience. For those around you, it's the funniest thing happening.
Yeah.
uh, to calm you down. It takes effort. Like, yeah, that's another thing. And like, it's like, you have seen that thing. It's there, and you are convinced in your head. One of my
Mm.
friend, like, he had again an experience. He traveled to Amsterdam with his friends, and they had acid. It they would s- He would say it was kind of like for first time tourists, so it was said to be mild, and they didn't really feel anything, except while traveling on the street they saw a bag, and everybody was convinced that there was a dead body that was in that bag, and there was blood around it. And next
Mm.
day they went to the same place. It was just a garbage bag. So, effects vary. You never know.
Yeah.
But yes, it's like, it does break some inhibitions in thinking. That is why it is not socially acceptable, because it
Mm-hmm.
breaks the social norms, unlike cigarette or coffee or uh, alcohol, where you are not no longer sociable. That is why it is mostly turned down by society,
Yeah.
even though it is
Have you
safer.
watched a video in I don't know whether in Facebook or TikTok where I think I came across where this guy, I think he drank until he was totally drunk, drunk as in super drunk, unconsciously drunk. So I think his friend, I think they played a prank on him. He put him in an open casket in a funeral parlor, and when he wake up, he shouted at people, ignore me. Have you
Yeah,
watched it or something? Oh my
yeah,
god!
yeah, yeah. I have seen that. There is one more where like they there is another guy. They
Mm.
put him in a hospital bed, and they like tell him that you have woken up from a coma after 10 years. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
your son. We have been waiting for you to wake up.
It
And that
is
was also funny.
it's for me. Okay, it's funny, but my goodness, it's such a horrible and cruel prank. Funnily horrible. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that guy would probably quit drinking alcohol forever. Yeah.
Like that is the point of was the point of doing that, like get him to quit. But it's not that simple, man. Like the I've seen people trying to quit. It's not that
Yeah,
simple.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
to change the
The
entire.
shakes, the shake is real. The shakes. Yeah, I see the shakes
Uh,
before in hospital, and it's horrible. My goodness. Yeah. Mm.
what else? where was I?
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it. Look, I want to thank yeah, I got to vent about the conspiracies. I think you also ranted about what you were
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ran whatever I
uh,
need to rent. Yeah, because
um,
in my workplace, some people they pity him because he. But for me, I just keep quiet because I do not want to voice out whatever is inside me. I mean, yes,
yeah,
it's very sad, but the things that this person said and everything, I just do not agree everything. Yeah, yeah. Maybe some of the things I do agree, but most of it I don't. Yeah, and again, I am very very, sad that there is his children lost her father and the wife lost her husband and everything. It's just sad. Yeah, but what can I say? Mm-mm.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's sad. But you know what I have realized? Pe- uh, People may have forgotten how to talk to people in real life, like
Mm.
decency, eh, like on people kind of started to act in real life what they talk about, like they talk on the internet where you are supposed to be anonymous. There is a very old meme on the internet nobody knows that you are actually a dog, but I think you remember there is this old uh, not old but a couple of 2022, right? Not that long ago.
It's not
Uh,
that long.
who Mike Tyson beat up a guy on a plane for I don't know. He was kind of provoking him, and everybody was like, "Yeah, you are trying to provoke Mike Tyson. What did you expect? Not how did you expect not to get beaten up?" It's kind of like that. You have to be a bit careful of what you say in public. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like there's a saying that they always say to guys, do not uh do not stick your dick or your penis into crazy. Yeah, or something like that. It means, be careful of
yeah,
who you where I mean of of just don't mess around with, you know
it's
yeah.
like,
Mm.
like oh, I wanted to do that, uh, what you call it, saintly accent. Like, remember, a word spoken and a arrow shot can never come back. So please be careful. Choose your words wisely
Mm.
because we never know what consequence you'll have to face because of them.
Yeah, yeah, true,
You know,
true. True, because people are
they,
getting emotional these days. Yeah, people are getting
that's
emotional,
what,
especially in
yeah.
America. Yeah. Mm.
And yeah, I believe that's what I said in the starting. Like, it is a psyop.
Mm.
Get keep people divided while the working class, or what you call the proletariat, or the whatever you want to call,
Mm.
the keep fighting amongst themselves. Millionaires and billionaires are making money hand over
Yeah,
fist. You
yeah,
saw the latest gimmick of hand that Sam Altman played out with uh,
yeah.
who's that,
Mm.
Larry Ellison. Yeah, they made 300 million or billion, million, I think, or was
Mm.
it billion, just out of thin air. Promissory notes given to each other. They neither have the money nor the supposedly processing power that will be needed for fulfilling those promises. But that is how things are. But no, I realized, like, yeah, this divide will never go. It's
No,
always going to be the haves versus the have-nots. If you have money, or to be exact, financial assets, in the past 4 or 5 years, we have been, uh, I would say, I won't say well off, but doing okay still. But if you were living hand to mouth, it is been very, very difficult in the past way. And
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, I found a new interesting channel on YouTube. It's called, wait a sec. I forgot what the name of the channel is. Just a sec. Um, mm, 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 what was it? But according to him, they are disappearing people off the streets of Texas, Austin, and he is doing interviews with people on the street who are on the homeless. So, shit, there was I'll find it, but that's another thing that is going on. Like,
Mm.
it's true. People, and I don't. People really, I feel, have lost the capacity to care about it.
Yeah,
Well,
true. Mm. I mean,
like,
if, okay, honestly, if there's one thing I respect about Americans, okay, is that they are very passionate and emotional, and they are not afraid to speak their mind out, and they're not afraid to go against, to voice out and criticize the government. I mean, in Singapore, yes, we do have people voice out and criticize against the government, but it's always in online chats, yeah, online Reddit, whatever discussion forum we have, and it's mostly anonymous. But when it comes to personally speaking about the government and everything, there will be always be a few people who will like defend the government and say all these kind of things. And when you know I think in Singapore we are very close. We do not want, if anything happen in other country, oh, that's the other country's problem, it's not our problem. uh, like for example, where the time when Singapore government they send aid, they fly a plane, send aid to the people in Gaza. I think some Singaporeans are quite okay with it, but there's some people say that why are we sending aid to other country? Why are we boarding other country when we have our own problems and everything, this and that. So I think I saw a YouTube document before. I think they say that Singapore. Have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animation one in Nickelodeon or something? Yeah.
like I saw the original when it was aired on Cartoon Network
Yeah.
long time ago, so
Yeah, Cartoon Network,
I know the
Nickelodeon, or Cartoon
premise.
Network. Yeah, that is the best of all. Yeah, I think you remember there's a city called Ba Sing Se, right, in the Earth Nation or something. So the YouTubers say that Singapore is like it's just like Ba Sing Se, very close off, very wall off country, and the people are, they focus much in their internal country, and whatever happens in other country, whether people are suffering or whatever, they will not, they just it's not our problem. Yeah, it's not our problem. Yeah, so
Like,
he made that comparison, and I agree with it sometimes, because that sometimes when where there's some people, they have a discussion about things happening in other country, and the people in Singapore in the forums will say, their country is their country, their problem is their government, it's their democracy, all these things, because they are born there, or yeah. I think it's like people are becoming ignorant to what is happening to other country, and they're just focusing on their own. I mean, that's
like,
my point of view. Yeah.
like I kind of agree, and but I kind of like that part of Singapore because, hey, to be honest, like, yeah, Singapore is great, but you have to admit it is a very small country with very limited resources. So going to war against one of the superpowers is not something it can do. So I think they are like going into the proper defensive strategy. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like I understand that,
not
but
not going to
like
war, not going to war. I mean,
yeah,
like help other
but
countries when
helping
they're in
others,
trouble. Yeah.
like, but you see, like, yeah, again going against one of the biggest military, you never know what will provoke it. And it does, like, we already have seen already, like, what is happening in not only Nepal but also in Indonesia. Like,
Oh yeah.
there are, like, there is a video of how, like, some of the signs that it was a what is called a color revolution. Some things are common,
Mm.
like using uh anime, like a symbolism, like
Oh yeah, One Piece. There is
one I will
One Piece.
we I but so it doesn't, like, Singapore, like, one thing is, I guess, mostly people are doing okay, no extreme poverty mostly, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. We
so
don't have it.
so
You know.
they are kind of happy with their government, so
Mm.
the like they don't want change. So it
Yeah.
is, but there will be very few who will dissent.
Truthfully, I would say is that it's not that we're happy. We are quite contented. Yeah, we are quite
Yeah,
contented with the things that
content,
our government
because
provide, and we are very. I mean, like certain things, like when things break down, like train breakdowns, and something happen, right, will affect our daily lives. We are quick to point out and comment that is this what is happening to our system? Our ministers being paid thousands or millions of dollars salary, and this thing break down, train breakdown, this not inefficiency, all this kind of thing. Yeah. So I guess in Singapore, we take things for granted. So when something unexpected cause a bit of inconvenience in our lives, right, we don't, we are quick to comment and criticize, but but we yeah, like for me, like if something happened, I would okay, maybe I would comment or criticize and grumble, but I will see what can I do to make my life easier. Okay, I will do this and this and this and this. But some people, when I guess they are so comfortable with all the comforts that we have, take things for granted, and when something disrupt the norm, and their comfortable way of life, they flip. They do not know what to do, and yeah, and they say that this should not happen in this country. It should not happen, but it happened. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, when I
like,
guess that's yeah.
and
And I think right.
things
Yeah.
are very different in India, and
Oh
it's even more dangerous. Like, yeah, political assassinations happen for far less than what we have
yeah,
seen.
yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah.
are kind of afraid, but on the other hand, there is
Mm,
kind of, like, yeah, the Gini coefficient is
mm,
like very high. So there are
mm,
still pockets of revolts,
mm.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Even in
yeah,
the Philippines
yeah.
also. Yeah, in the Philippines when you
The
have
Philippines,
political
yeah, and
assassinations. I mean, when it happens, it happens. But yeah. Mm-mm.
Philippines, like, I don't want to talk much about it because I am here right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
can talk about India because
Okay,
I'm far away.
I think we should not talk about Philippines because the wall
But
have ears. Yeah, so you better not talk about it. Remember, your neighbors will hear and everything.
but even here there have been, like, protests have been rising, especially
Mm,
against corruption. Just last week,
mm,
they kind of vandalized one of the, what you call it, institute that was responsible for giving out contracts for flood control. That is a different. Uh, like, still investigations are going on.
yeah.
Then there was another case of Subangeros, which are like, what you call,
Mhm.
boodle or fighting. cockfighting,
Eh?
rooster fighting.
Rooster fighting?
Yeah, so like there were, I think, like 21 missing people. They were their remains were found in the bottom of Tal Lake. So
Oh,
there and there is a whole lot of, because there is gambling involved, illegal money, so a lot of
oh,
things. But I think like it got wiped out of media now, kind of
of
like.
course, yeah,
But
yeah.
it
There's been a lot
feels
of
bad.
protests recently. There have been a lot of protests around the world. You have the Australian protest for immigration and other countries, Yugoslav and everything. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of protests around the world recently. Yeah.
Like and what I found, like the there were protests in South Korea saying we are all Charlie Kirk, and I'm like, yeah, this is a psyop. Like we know how Charlie Kirk felt about the non-white people, so
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
includes South Koreans. So how
Mm.
can talking about? There was even one guy from India who tweeted out regarding it, and the whole Indian community was like, "Fuck you! How can you say that?" Like, he's like, so yeah, that's why I firmly believe it is a CIA, and uh, uh,
CIA and a country that must not be named of. Yeah, I would say that.
look, you
Yeah.
see, the country, I feel, my personal feeling is you are blaming the effect for the cause, or what you call the tail wagging the dog. It like it is a mini USA in the
Yeah.
Middle East.
I'm
Like
not
in
blaming that. I'm not
political,
blaming the country. Yeah.
politically, it has already been like people have already commented. They called it the unsinkable ship in the Middle East. Yeah, it is the US in control of the other state, not the other way around. As far as, yeah, people of a certain religion or ethnicity in control, like that's a different issue.
Yeah.
Because like I would like to go, because there is this uh, the CIA itself is being called the Catholic Intelligence Association.
Mm.
Have you and everything being linked to the Vatican, and the Vatican itself being called the synagogue of Satan, and it being run by Jesuits who are supposed to be Jews in disguise, pretending to be Christians. So I want, yes, this is the conspiracy theory
Mm.
theme, but like when you think about it, people like these things kind of fit in, or yeah, do tie in together, because now there are other well versed like people talking about it.
Yeah.
So
Those conspiracy is I think really run deep. I think if you think too much about it, you will probably lose your mind, and you will just go down into a rabbit hole that will just keep spiraling and spiraling and spiraling, and it will just and it's just a bottomless pit of endless conspiracy and everything. Yeah. So there's no point looking into it, because you will just you just go crazy, and yeah, and you probably end up somewhere that you probably end up somewhere that that you're not supposed to end up, and and it will probably change your outlook of things forever and everything. Yeah. So certain things I would just like, yeah, forget about these things too deep. It's just why don't we just focus on whatever it's that we know of.
Speaking of losing my mind, like I've already lost my mind, but yeah, I agree. Every like I, I I would say right now just focus on making money,
Yeah, I would
earning
say so.
money. Yeah,
Focus on
rest of everything will fall in together. There is this like quote or like Indian song like बात सच है मेरे भाई ये खुदाओं का घर
mm,
तेरी दौलत ने बनाया तो हुए खुश अल्लाह भगवान like brother if it is true that it is your wealth that created these great places of worship and that is what makes God happy so yeah so start earning money that's the whole point of it and if you want to do it uh, without any censorship the best thing to buy right now is hex on either chain like yeah ehex phex I prefer phex but I don't mind buying ehex it's
mm.
sometimes even cheaper to buy ehex directly than phex
Yes,
but
yes. If you were to buy EHEX, yeah, I think EHEX. I'm not so sure if EHEX will make a resurgence again, but I'm just worried that the price will fall because around the price of EHEX is up due to the price of ETH is also up to 4,000. So, but as people start to
uh,
just stakes are completed in 5, 15 years time or so,
yeah
I think in EHEX they will probably just sell it and either cash it out or move to PHEX or yeah. Because I think yeah.
the
mm,
biggest like bearish thing about EHEX right now is the BankX. They still have a few 100 million. I think they are going run out in a few months, maybe, but still. But personally, I suggest if you have EHEX and you have a stake coming up, I would say bridge it over and provide liquidity with PHEX.
mm,
Maybe sell half of it into PHEX and just provide liquidity. That's why, like you can make most of both hexes. I think, see, here is the thing, like people when I say that people say like oh you are just asking people to become exit liquidity. No, it's not that like that way. Like there is something known as permanent loss. There is I've come up with the term called quasi profit. Means like uh, it when the liquidity is kind of thick and the price stay when you provide liquidity, it prevents the price from going down too low. So it is kind of helpful. So in the
mm,
long term, even now, like the stats for Pulsion. I'm working on something for doing that. Like I've said earlier, I put it into progress on 9th of September, but like these things keep changing. But my point is, yeah, the stats are difficult to find, but PX liquidity pair has been like paying out decent amount in AP in what you call exchange fees, and yeah, not only that, it helps burn pulsex. So if you are a pulsex holder, it's good for you as well.
mm.
So plus you, it That's the simplest thing you can do to be keep things bullish.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh my God, we talked for so long. I was
Uh,
expecting a short stream, but hey, like this combination of alcohol and coffee is very dangerous now because
Not only that,
it's like
I mean, yeah, I mean the topic is that because of debunking conspiracies. So conspiracies, when you talk about conspiracies, it's not going to be it's not going to be a 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's going to be probably more longer than that. Yeah, yeah.
like but no, like I know it is because of it. Like coffee is excitatory and alcohol is disinhibitory. I feel the effect. Um, but it was very nice. Anything else? I think we have covered most of the stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think I saw Richard Hart's tweet asking for what the send the LCD screens to California or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, they are in need of volunteers to be working, quote unquote volunteers, because it's a non-profit. You still might get some like not direct but indirect compensation for working. But hey, we don't know. Like I am not in California, nor do I know anyone who can help there, so I
Yeah.
can't really help. I think they found volunteers and they're already shipping things out. So good
Yeah.
thing. And we were getting decent publicity. I think that yeah, people should be more grateful. Like, like I said, it's a good gift. I might because like yeah, Christmas is coming like less than 100 days. Um, so yeah, I might buy some of those similar tablets for kids nearby. Just me, but getting like those maybe without the logos or with the logos, people kids are really happy with it. If you are adult, like it's get good to have like what you call yeah, writing pad
Mm,
for writing the shopping list, etc. Or
mm,
even if you are like me and you know attend Zoom meetings, business meetings, and you have a habit of doodling while the meeting is going on. It's really fun thing to do. So
yeah.
yeah, but hmm, so last thing, yeah, I am working on few things. I can't like I'll explain. Like the thing is, I think I've mm, bitten more than I can chew, and this AI stuff, it's really like using it with free available software. It is a bit complicated or like sluggish, and I don't want to pay right now because I don't know whether I can recoup any of the money. And like we already know, all these social media platforms are already like pay to play. X, like my tweets don't get any views. Why? Because I don't have the blue check mark. Even though like sometimes I feel my tweets are smarter than many of the other people. Same with this channel. Like no people like we have been going on for like almost 5 years now. We
Yeah,
had
5 years.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm,
almost 5 years, still no increase
mm,
in viewers. Okay, I accept I'm not the best orator or good at presentation, but still like the number of views should at least vary. We are like flatlined in
yeah,
those.
because people want drama. Yeah. If
No,
people want drama, yeah. If you
drama is a
see,
different
yeah,
thing. Drama is
people
a
want,
different thing, but
yeah, and
like
that is
to
where people gravitate to. Yeah, I mean, if you see some of the streams of, for example, for example, like a hexologist, people watch his stream because it's fun. Yeah, and
Look, it's kind of recursive, you know. It's fun because there are a lot of people commenting and he responds to them.
mm,
And
yeah,
because that it is fun, more people join and
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
circular.
Mm-mm.
But YouTube, you need to promote your channel via like uh, it's inbuilt. Like I got an ad for it to promote my own channel, like YouTube promote via YouTube Studio. You have to spend like a
Mm,
couple of
yeah.
bucks every day to promote your channel to other.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't even show in the feed of uh, for strangers. And even now, like I don't know how many people get these notifications for these live streams. and and on X it is the other way around. Like it actively demotes streams or links to YouTube. So yeah, it's everything is pay to play. I I just have to. I'm still trying to calculate how much money is worth playing for. Nick Jasol is saying AI ratings will prevent participation for the sake of quality. Yes, and we saw it on this channel just couple of weeks ago. You know, the stream where I had posted a thumbnail of uh, a child using the LCD tablet. It got like the comments were turned off. Why? Because no explanation given. Just it was expected to be directed towards children. So
Oh, it was. I thought you as a the comments turn off and turn on will is being controlled by you, but no, this one is
no, yeah,
automatically off.
yeah. The YouTube has the control to turn off comments. It can delist channels. There are like the scientific term that there is this author called Cory Doctorow. He came up with. It's called twiddling. Like they change algorithms and controls behind your back all the time, and you are not allowed to know. Uh, that's why like it's an uphill battle, but I will continue. I was supposed to start a new channel, but here's the thing. I again, this is partly conspiratorial, but I think they have like IP lock-in on my accounts. So like if I start a new account using my current computer or my current mobile, it will still be flagged to my account and therefore be kind of driven down. So I have to uh, like use VPN from a different location on a new device to start a new channel and maintain it so that I like uh, it is not tracked back to me so that so it's a bit difficult. Otherwise, even if I start a new channel, I won't be getting any
Hmm.
publicity. So yeah. Anyways, this channel is doing okay so far. I will still once again try to contact the administrator to give me ownership rights to the channel, but I have tried and failed three times so far. So
You can
let's.
keep on trying, lah. I mean, it's a,
I will
just
keep
keep on
trying.
trying once in a while. I mean, this channel. I mean, I start watching it in like 2020 to 2021. I start realize there's a Hex. At first, I discovered Hex Singapore, then I discovered Hex Asians, and I've been watching and learning certain things from this channel.
Let,
Then I start
let,
to learn things from you, and people see you begin making fun of it, and I never really expect that one day I'll be chatting with you and discussing certain things about crypto, conspiracy, stupid stuff, funny stuff that is that I think if we were to chat during back to our head to the to the heydays of X Asians, I think I'll probably get kicked out. Yeah. But down
Uh,
here, we can really speak our minds, say things, provided it doesn't cross certain boundaries and everything. Yeah.
like this was actually meant to be a channel where everybody got a voice. What was that? Uh, Discourse syndicate, but for Asians only. So because we can talk without being ridiculed for our accents. So yeah,
I mean, even in require many subs now to stream. Oh,
new accounts need a following already. I know that, and my channel does have the original channel which I use, like my oldest Google account. It's like 16 years old, 2009. So that's it's eligible, but still, like if even if you do that, it's like plus now we have to compete with AI slop. And hey, by the way, guys, if you do come across a channel that is using AI exclusively and putting out slop, there is this option called do not recommend this channel. Yeah, use that generously. And on Twitter, you can use like the block button or the mute button. Yeah, uh, keep suppress the AI takeover of YouTube. Follow, but it is very difficult to do. Anyways, I feel kind of relieved. So many, like I got so many things off my chest now. I feel much better.
yeah.
Um,
You're not the only one. I mean, I also have I'm also feel, I have some things off my chest because I managed to say out certain things that I want to say. I call it therapy or whatever. Yeah, but you know because if these things, if I were to say at my workplace, or some people will look at me like I'm crazy or something. Yeah, and even if I try to explain to them also, I mean, what can I explain? Because I mean, I'm working in an environment of female nurses. Yeah, and they only know that someone died and this and this, further this conspiracy and everything, they won't even, probably won't even talk about it. Yeah,
and
the only thing they will probably want to know is talk about handbags and what.
uh,
I'm
like
being I'm being generalist and stereotyping, but whatever.
yeah, and like the hospital environment, like there isn't any other like institute that has a more strict hierarchy and like strict work culture than an hospital, man.
Mm, mm,
So
mm,
yeah,
mm.
so you can't really talk anything much.
Yeah.
And and that works the other way around as well. Like you can't discuss what you discuss in the hospital with your colleagues, with normal people.
Yeah, yeah,
They
of course. Of course. Yeah.
no,
Mm,
I have to say normal people because hey, I am a doctor, and for me, the world is divided into two categories: healthcare workers and patients. That's it. So for me, the rest of the world is just a unhealthy body that needs to be cured.
mm. Do you see the report? I think there was a TikTok. I think it was American nurses or healthcare workers. I'm not so sure. They posted TikToks of woman's vaginal discharge left on the
uh,
paper or something. Is it? Do you know about it? Yeah, I think they got fired for it.
yeah,
For
yeah,
yeah,
yes. I saw that, like I saw the tweet on X, that I didn't see it on TikTok, but yeah, you are not like that's what I said earlier. Like, people are forgetting how to act normally in the real world. Like, this is not what you are supposed to do. Like,
yeah. This is
you aren't
not.
supposed to like basic decency, right? Like, you are
Yeah,
taught,
true, true. I mean,
but
in the first place, why do such a thing? Why
just for clicks and likes,
cloud?
everybody, yeah,
Yeah,
dopamine hit.
everybody love clicks and likes, and when it, everybody love to have some clicks and like, and when it happened to them, then yeah, everything goes haywire. Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
So
it's just I do not know what they were thinking. Also, I guess. Yeah. Hmm.
this is very, very kind of suspicious, but I have my ex account live on a different tab, and guess what it is showing me? Just
Hmm.
because, a few minutes ago we were talking about the conspiracy theory, uh, the Jesuit conspiracy theory. We see something from the Catholic Church. The first US born leader of Catholic Church singled out the Tesla chief as an example of kind of wealth he said is undermining the value of human life, of family, and of the value of society. Mm, it's like, mm, I would disagree with what he's saying, but it's just funny that we were talking about the Catholic Church, and we were I saw I see a post about it enough within a few minutes of saying that.
Yeah.
Ah,
I-
so
if you have that, for me, what I have, because I've been watching, conspiracy theories on Charlie Kirk. Then they keep mentioning Israel, 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 Israel. So then suddenly I have an ads to say, they say that ads of this company that is actually saying that we have our Israeli soldiers, the IDF soldiers are busy fighting the war, keep us safe and everything. Please donate staff money here, buy our stuff for donation to help them. And I was thinking, what the hell?
so by the way,
Yeah.
look, what I do, like I stopped looking, like I use an ad blocker, so I don't usually get ads. Uh, but if I there are some channels like you, I unblock the ad blocker for certain channel while watching. And if I get an ad for IDF, I just click report ad and report it as promoting terrorism.
Oh,
Uh,
me too.
I, so,
Me too.
so,
Me
so
too.
that's how I treat it. So I think I don't get those ads anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should do that. You should do that.
I did, man. I did. I did it.
And
I did
hey,
it.
Ahmad, just a request, change your profile pic to a Clippy. You don't have anything right now. Your YouTube thumbnail is, I think, your, is
My
that
YouTube
your
thumbnail is
cat?
no, no, it's just a cat under my in my area that I took a photo and I like the cat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's my cat. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, change it to a Clippy. I Because like, why not? I personally, like, I have been promoting the right to repair from long time ago, but then I realized the right to repair hashtag, it gets demoted in the YouTube algorithm, so I stopped adding that. But hey, I like it.
Yeah.
Jasul said I was gonna say that one subjects off limit, although you can mock a politician, no problem.
Yeah.
There,
I,
uh,
I have to agree
but
with it because in America you can talk shit about your president, right? But once you talk shit about the prime minister of a certain country,
uh,
oh, you
oh,
can't. You can, you can talk shit. You can talk shit about our president or this and that and everything, but
we,
whatever. No. Yeah.
look,
It's
we,
nonsense.
it's yeah, that's one. Uh,
But
what
of
to,
course,
yeah,
the president is a clown also. So, you know.
uh, i- look, look, I, I, along with many Indians, prayed for the victory of Donald Trump. So I am not like going to be holier than thou. Did did we expect what is happening right now? I think nobody did. But overall, for India, like India has its own problems going on. It's doing still okay. Uh, it sold off a lot of U.S. treasuries. Still, the U.S. I think the Indian rupee has still fallen against the dollar in the past couple of days. I am not particularly sure.
In the
Uh,
end, in the end, it's all about smoke and mirrors. And it's all
yeah,
about trying to fill up his pockets. Starting all the Trump coin and all the WLFI and all this kind of. It's all about lining his pockets and yeah.
you know, and the data isn't available. Like I remember some, I think in 2000 or something, the dollar was around 35 rupees. Now it is 88. So yeah, and part of it, yeah, today it rose a little bit, but still like yeah, partly like yeah, there is a huge Indian diaspora living in the US. Have you heard about the Patel Motel Mafia?
No.
So the Patels are like kind of Patel is a surname, like, and it is a kind of what you call this subset or community of Indians living there, and they apparently they have a huge number of motels in their ownership, and it's like they what you call it, it's called chain immigration, and it's like they control a lot of motels and hotels in the US.
Yeah, yes.
Similarly, there are certain industries that are being cornered by Indians. So basically, they do have a lot of Indian investment goes into the US, and that is why like the dollar keeps rising against Indian rupee. Plus, like it's also part of manipulation to make Indian goods cheaper so that they can export to the US. Like, but at the end of the day, it's night. Sorry. At the end of the day, like people, like i- the rich keep getting richer while the working class gets keeps
Just
getting yeah keeps getting squeezed. Like what's that I forgot what it's Cantillon effect. It's like the money printer, those who are closest to the money printer are able to benefit from it. uh, so
I just
Yeah.
saw that I just saw something that they say that it's about the multiple signal keys associated with Shiba swap have been compromised with a loss of 2.8 million. I think this was on the 13th of September, 3 days ago. Yeah,
Uh,
the Shiba Inu
she-
token. Yeah,
oh, is it still a thing? I haven't
I think
read
I just
anything.
yeah, I just saw it when I was looking at CoinGecko and just looking at Shiba Inu or something and all the funny coin and look at the Shiba Inu post in CoinGecko. There is this to show that there's a compromise. Yeah, the Shiba swap. Yeah, I was also like, oh, okay. Yeah, because once in a while I will always try to see all these meme coins and everything just for interest and everything. Yeah.
Let me see. Shiba, Shiba.
Yeah, Shiba Inu, the coin where it was created during COVID, and yeah,
Yeah, they sent like a huge amount to
Vitalik.
Vitalik.
Yes,
He dumped them on the market.
of
That
course he
was
would. Yeah, of course he would. Yeah.
so the the Siberian bridge got a flash loan attack. Uh,
Mm.
2.5 million got hacked. Uh, like I said, like I have said this multiple times, like and it's from my personal experience that bridges are the weakest
Weakest.
link in the blockchain. So even though like we have a new bridge to pulse chain, I covered it last time, like
Is it
hyperlink.
Liberty? Is it Liberty
Hyperlink.
Swap?
No, it's called hyperlink, which is working with uh,
Liberty.
hex hex
Hex
hex
Scout, is it
scout
right? Hex Scout,
hex
yes.
scout. Uh, so I still won't. I'm not going to touch it right now. We'll see how things are.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah,
I'm
I
also touching
prefer
bridges also.
I I use the official bridge even though it is kind of slow. Uh,
Hmm.
I am okay with having. I think like people, it's mainly this. Though I like sound like old timer, like it's those Gen Z and Gen Alpha who complained about slowness because hey, personally I am a millennial and but I I kind of relate more to the Gen X than a millennial because we got internet like in the late 90s. So
Hmm.
and yeah, so I remember those what we call
Dial up. Yeah, dial up.
dial up.
Yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
I have no issue working with slow transactions.
Mm-mm.
Plus, remember when 2G came out, like what was that? It was called WAP, but saying WAP uh, has different meaning in wireless application protocol. That basically 2G internet that was actually designed for mobiles, and I used to use that on while I was working offshore on average, and that was a different level of lag altogether. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with slow transactions as long as they are secure and don't get stuck.
Because
And
because I guess like I said earlier that people are so used to things being convenient and things being fast. So you know, and so when it comes to a bit of slowness and everything, they start to they complain. Oh, the pulse chain bridge is slow. All these things. Uh, then use other things. I mean, like for me, honestly, I don't use bridges because that what from our experience, bridges are the most vulnerable. So I will use the things like I think like things like
Yeah,
Pulse
yeah,
LN, that the one you show me, you introduced to me Pulse LN. So I use it, and it's quite okay. It's quite safe. Yeah, it's a kind of
for
bridge, but it's a kind of bridge. Yes, I understand, but
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
fast.
It's
Mm-mm.
yeah, and now like we do have centralized exchanges. So if you want to buy pulse chain, you can do that directly. Coast
Mm-mm.
0x Coast
Zero X
and
Coast, the
yeah,
only,
and
is it the only one?
Multiswap I'm still doubtful about. But I think
The the which one besides Zero X Coast?
we show Changely or a
Oh,
change now.
Changelly,
No,
Changelly.
a change now. Yeah. So
Mm.
and I if I have to, use the official bridge, which is
Mm.
but conspiracies. WAP. Oh, anyways, I think. It is past midnight. So, like Cinderella, I have to go. I think we are in the same time zone. So, it's past midnight,
Yeah.
even though I feel very awake. But
12 midnight
yeah,
in I think 12 midnight is equivalent to about Singapore 3 a.m. because around 4 or 5 o'clock the sun start to rise up in Philippines, Manila. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So, technically, we are in the same like time in Singapore. It would be the same, right? Or is it 1 hour prior? What
I don't
time is
know.
it?
Same time. It's 12 midnight from my side. Yeah. Singapore and Manila is the same
Yeah, 12
time.
midnight, right?
It's
Plus
just
minus.
that due to the position of the globe, where we are
Yeah.
located, so you have some
I- I-
variations of sun. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know that it's done so that like that is also like these time zones are also like politically motivated, like for coordination. Yeah, local time is definitely different, but anyways, it's past midnight, so don't feed any gremlins. And that's about it. I will probably be streaming on this same channel next week.
Okay.
Even though, like, I did get a few comments. Nobody understands you. Why are you even streaming? Go away. I deleted the comment. Go away. If you don't understand, go away. I'm having fun. I I I'm not making any money from this. I'm doing it for my hedonistic pleasure,
Mm.
and to feed the AI through the knowledge. Oh,
Yeah.
I've been using Quen, and the latest model is e- like there are like mm, what you call incremental changes which make the model feel better, and yeah, I am liking it so far. You will
I,
see.
I, I
I,
did use I did use Quen to help me plan a teaching plan for some of the nursing students that I have that was taught to teach, and it's quite amazing. I mean, the way they structured everything. Yeah, I would say if I were to compare with ChatGPT, I think Quen looks more personal. The way they did the language and they do all this kind of thing. Yeah,
yeah, like
and I would, but since I have ChatGPT, I have Quen, I would use both, and I would just take resources from both and combine into
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't tried DeepSeek yet. Yeah, but
And
I haven't tried that one yet. Yeah. And
yeah,
even
DeepSeek. I
even the
haven't tried it
Facebook
either.
Meta AI and the Facebook Meta AI and the Microsoft Copilot. I haven't really tried that one yet. Yeah. But, yeah.
Look, yeah, Copilot is basically a wrapper for OpenAI, so it's the same slight with slight changes. So, like Quen, Copilot, and Grok on Twitter, because
Mm,
that's the fastest when you are on Twitter. Uh, these are the three I use mainly. But yeah, my main go-to is always Quen. Like. I feel like these all these models are right now best, and it's like picking a sports team. Once you are a fan of one team, like uh, yeah, no matter what, you are going to be uh, cheering that team. I feel that way about Quinn. Like, yeah, I like it very much. It feels a bit more. What would be the uh, best? How should I put it? Like, you get positive vibes. I would say
Yeah,
while
yeah, yeah. I
uh,
agree with it. I
uh,
agree. Yeah.
Copilot feels a bit dry. Like, yes, you are talking to a machine. It's somehow like distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And the other one, Gemini, Google. Yeah, I occasionally use that, but not really. Even though it's supposed to be one of the best for coding, but we'll try out a lot of things. So,
Mm.
anyways, it's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully, we can meet again next week.
Yeah, I will try
For
to make it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and for those watching the live stream for the first time, please do like and subscribe. And we will, yeah, I can't do this. Like, I, I'm not built to be a influencer. That's all I can say. Anyways, I can't even play an outro. I don't, oh, yeah, I found a way to do that, but I, I can't do it right now. So, anyways,
Mm.
that's about it.
I mean, you can always start. When you start your stream, you can always say, "And we are live."
Uh, I'm going to say thankful I am alive. We have to do a bit different.
Different.
Same but different. And bye. I think I already got in trouble for mentioning the size of the nose of that streamer.
Really? No
Well,
way,
but
man.
like
No way. No
that's
way.
also a
No
part.
way.
That's
No.
also a part of conspiracy.
Are you
I
sure
don't want to cover.
you get in trouble just for mentioning it? I mean, we're talking. No way you get in trouble for it.
Like
Really?
the other person, like I I don't want to who is supposed to be from, like I could I, I just ignore. I rather but anyways, uh, I can go on forever. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at some point I have to end the stream, and I'm going to do it now. No
You should
last
go and
words.
sleep.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye. Take care.